Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Journey and you are tuning in to my Q1 wrap up. I'm so excited because I kept missing my monthly wrap ups. I said, you know what? Let's do a Q1 wrap up, okay? All 3 months, let's just get it in. Get it in all together. Okay. And let's talk about it. And also, I think that's honestly a little bit more funner because I have a lot of books that I read over the course of the past 3 months, 28 to be exact. And as I'm filming this, literally on the 31st, I just may finish my 29th book. I don't know. I'm 62% way through, and I'm actually doing a reading vlog for it. So I don't know if I'm going to finish it tonight. I don't think I am actually. So forget I even said that. So 28 books is my total for Q1, which I can't believe because I think in January of last year, I only read one book. And I think the total amount of books that I read all of 2024 was 30 books. And I'm 2 books away from that just in Q1. So it is amazing. And I'm just literally just can't believe like how much my reading has expanded. Like now I have a bookstagram. I'm on threads with the book community. Like I'm doing booktube. Like reading just has opened so much for me to be able to like create, and I really love that, and I really enjoy that, and I think it's just the coolest thing ever. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, y'all, so I have my handy dandy iPad. I'm an iPad kid. I really am. I love this girl. I think it's like an iPad Air, maybe. I could be making that up, I don't know. Anyways, let's get into my stats. Okay. So in January, I read 10 books. In February, I read 5 books. And then March, I read 13 books. Okay. My star ratings, I had 5-star reads, which is kind of crazy because my ratings, I do not give those like all willy-nilly. Okay. I don't give those all willy-nilly. So I didn't realize that I had that many 5 stars. So that's kind of surprising. We'll get into those. I had 13 4-star reads, 8 3-star reads, 2 2-star reads, and 1 1-star read. Okay. That's also surprising because usually I don't go below like 3 stars. Usually everything gets like a 4-star for the most part, unless it's like really bad. And I know I don't remember what I gave 2 stars, but I do remember what I gave 1 star, and we'll talk about that also because that was a tough read. My top genres were romance and thriller, both with 11 books each, and then mystery is in 3rd place with 6 books. Is that 28? That doesn't seem like 28, y'all. Math is not my strong. Let me do calculator to the rescue. Thank you. 11 plus 6. That's only 17. Oh, I'm done. Okay, so romance had 11. Thriller had 11, and then mystery had 6. Okay. Next, surprisingly, my most read author was Frida McFadden, and I feel like I did not read a lot of her, but I read 3 books by her, which makes sense because she's very easy to read. Like her books I can finish in a day. But I didn't realize that I read like 3 books by her. My average rating was a 3.8. And then I got all this information from Fable, also from Storygraph, and also from Goodreads, because I am one of those crazy people that uses three book tracking apps. I also have a reading journal that I have not updated since January, so be looking for a video of me updating that. Yeah. Let's actually look at my Fable streak. Okay, so according to Fable, my longest streak is the one that I'm currently on, and it is 42 days, and it started on February 18th. Okay, that's lit. Okay, so that's all my stats. Let's get into the books, which is what everybody is waiting for, because I want to yap. I'm ready to yap. Okay, so two of my 5-star reads were physical books that I actually did a reading vlogs on. So if you haven't watched them, go check them out. They will be linked below. Thank you. And then two of them were digital on my Kindle, and then another one was a audiobook, which is my very first audiobook ever. So that was really fun. So starting off, this was actually my very first read of 2025. It was Brooklyn by Tracy Brown. This book, phenomenal. Okay, I loved it. This is my very first book that I've ever read by Tracy Brown. Definitely not my last. I think she was an amazing author. Unfortunately, she passed away last year, I believe, which is tough. This was actually her last novel before she passed. I think in the beginning, it says that she turned in like the manuscript for this book like days before her passing. So it's just so amazing that this was her last book, because it's an amazing book. I can't recommend this enough. Like I said, I did a reading vlog on it, so I'm not going to go too much into it. But it was really good. It's about a girl named Brooklyn and the trials and tribulations of her life. It's urban, I guess. I recommended this to a friend that does not usually read urban novels, and she really liked it. And it was just good. It was really, really good. So that's that. My next 5-star read was Mad Honey by Jodi Picoult and Jennifer Finney Boylan. Loved this book. Loved. I mean, I can't say enough things about this book. Again, I did a reading vlog, so I'm not going to do too much. But basically, this is about a mom who her son is on trial for the murder of his girlfriend. Okay. And it's a dual POV between the mom and the dead girlfriend, except it's like dated from before she died. So it's not like she's a ghost or anything like that. I think I told that wrong. So anyways, it's really good. I've heard such amazing things by Jodi Picoult, and she did not disappoint, but I thoroughly enjoyed both of their writing in this book. It was great. My next 5-star read of the year was Rhythms Blues by Kimberly Brown. I loved this book. Loved it. It honestly was giving like love and hip hop in the best way possible, because I don't really like that show. So it was just chef kiss. It was a super quick read. I loved the male main character. Oh my gosh, Channing. Q. What a mighty good man. Miss Kimberly knew what she was doing with that man when she wrote him. Okay, that's all I'm going to say on that. Rhythms Blues is about this young girl in LA, and she has a rapper boyfriend, and he's not doing her right, of course, and she has a chance encounter with this producer and Income Channing, who is a producer, and it's about their love story and all of that jazz. It's really good. Loved it. Rated it 5 stars. Check it out. I believe it's on Kindle Unlimited, and that's how I read it. So yeah. My next 5-star read was Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Oh my gosh. I was not familiar with Miss Abby Jimenez's pen game. I wasn't. This is an author that I hear and see people rave about. And I was kind of skeptical. And I was like, there's no way she's that good. Y'all are gassing her up. And I was like, let me see what, y'all talking about. So I got Part of Your World. I think this is on Kindle Unlimited. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure I got it on Kindle Unlimited. And amazing. Like, I see why all the girlies love her. I mean, from the writing, the plot, the characters, even like the minor characters stood out to me in this book. I just was left wanting more. I don't know if it's technically a series, but they're like interconnected standalones. And so the next 2 books Actually, no. The next book is now on Kindle Unlimited, of course. I requested it on Libby, and I think I have like a couple months before it's available. And I don't know if I can wait that long because the third book is on Kindle Unlimited and I want to read it, but I don't want to go out of order. So I think I might have to buy it because I'm going to buy Part of Your World anyway because it's a 5-star read and I have to buy all my 5-star reads. I've just decided that I'm going to buy all the 5-star reads. So yeah, that was amazing. That was so good. I am obsessed. I can't recommend it enough and I really really did enjoy it. So if you're skeptical about Miss Abby Jimenez, don't be. Don't be. Just take a dive in. You're going to love it. Promise you that. Promise you. The last 5-star read that I have for this year so far in Q1 is Out on a Limb by Hannah Boehm Young. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. This is just the cutest, sweetest little love story ever. Okay, I swear. I was not expecting to like this book as much as I did because this is actually my very first audiobook ever. I got it on Libby and my library only had it as an audiobook. So I was like, oh, I really want to read it. But I don't necessarily want to buy it because like I said, I did not think I was going to like this as much as I did. So I was pleasantly surprised that this is a 5-star read, especially it being my first audiobook. I loved the narrator. She hit like all the marks, like the laughs, and going back and forth between the characters because obviously like she's not a male. So like when she was reading, the male characters in the book, like when they were talking, like it was good. It flowed very nice. It was just really good. And I got through it like super quick, probably because I listened to it on like 2x speed. But it was just so quick and easy. Also, I must say that I love the accidental pregnancy trope. I do. I didn't know that I did until I read this book, but now I do. I do. Probably because I had a baby and everything. I just think that pregnancy is just so beautiful, so amazing. And women are literally superheroes. Okay, we bring life into this world. Are you kidding me? I want to read more about that. So thank you, Miss Hannah. Loved it. I can't wait to read all of her other books. All of them. Okay, I'm super excited about I think the next one that I want to read is Out of the Woods, which is like the second in this series. So yeah, those are all of my 5-star reads for Q1 2025. So now let's talk about my 1-star read. So it is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. Yeah, I think this book took me like 2 weeks to finish. Yeah, about 2 weeks to finish. And it was just dragging. It was dragging. The writing, I didn't like the writing. I'm sorry. I didn't really like the premise of the book. What's crazy is the only reason I started reading this was because on my Kindle or on Goodreads, there was like a challenge that if you read a book from like this qualifying list, then you'll get like an achievement or an award or whatever. So I was like, okay, I like that. I love the little challenges. So let me look, let me see what's on the list and see what's jumping out to me. And I was looking for books that were on Kindle Unlimited, which that was. So I was like, okay, saw that book. It looked interesting. I was like, okay, boom. It's a no from me, dog. And I just hate that. The characters, just everything about it. It just was not good to me. So, it has like an average of 4.12 stars on Goodreads. So maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem, but I just wasn't fucking with it. The book is like about, I can't even explain it to you. Yeah, I can't really explain it to you because it's not going to sound right. You just need to go. You just need to go and look it up and see if it's something that you might be interested in. Just because I rated it 1 stars does not mean that like you might not like it. You might. Like I just said, I might be the problem. So you never know. But yeah, that's my 1 star read. So I'm not going to go too much into the other books that I read because it's just a lot. We'll be here all damn day and night. Okay. So I'm just going to put them here super quick. These are my 4 star reads of Q1. These are my 3 star reads of Q1. And these are my 2 star reads of Q1. I thoroughly enjoyed all the books I've read so far in the year, even my little 1 star book. You live and you learn. So, hey, that's all I got. I do want to shout out the arcs that I've read so far this year. I love arcs. I think it is the coolest thing ever. And I'm obsessed with them. So even though I'm a mood reader, I can't stop requesting arcs. I can't. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay. So going into in no particular order, but I think it is in order of how I got them, but I don't know for sure. Anyways, so we have Someone Knows by Vi Keeland. This is expected to be published June 17th of 2025. I rated this 3.5 stars. Yeah. Okay, I'm reading my review. I'll put it up here. Okay, so like I said, there were some plot holes that were not wrapped up by the end of the book. I liked the storyline. I thought that it had promise, and I thought I kind of knew where it was going. I didn't. And yeah, this book goes through an alternating timeline, I guess. It goes back and forth maybe 10 years, 15 years, I think. Yeah. And that was kind of confusing, but I think that's just a me problem because this is not the first book that there's a timeline and I get confused. So I think I might be the problem. But like I said, overall, I did enjoy the book. And I definitely would read something else by this author. So that wasn't too bad. Next, I read 50/50 by Steve Kavanaugh. This is interesting because I think this has already been released. So maybe this is like being re-released. I don't know. But it says that it's being published June 3rd of 2025. This was a 4-star read for me. I genuinely enjoyed this book. What I really liked is that apparently this is the 5th book in a series. And it didn't feel like that. So that was really cool. I said in my review, clock it, that it felt like I was watching, or I felt like I was reading a episode of Law and Order, which I really liked. I love it when I can actually like visualize the books I'm reading and it kind of like a movie or a TV show kind of plays in my head while I'm reading. I love that because it doesn't happen super often. And so that's kind of like what this book was like for me. And the ending was kind of crazy. There was one part of this that I didn't like that I felt was unnecessary, Mr. Steve Kavanaugh. Okay, but it was still really good. So, I gave it 4 stars. Okay, and then the last one that I had was The Best Worst Thing by Lauren Oakey. And this is expected to be published October 14th, 2025. This was a 4-star read for me. I thought it was so cutesy. These two main characters, actually no, specifically the female main character, she was pissing me off. She was doing the absolute most at a lot of different points in this book. Like it was just like, girl, please, okay, get it together. I would have genuinely really enjoyed if she went to therapy. That would have been great. But we didn't see that. So I genuinely enjoyed the author's writing. I think this is her debut novel. And yeah, it was all around overall a good book. So I enjoyed it. Now I'm going to get into some honorable mentions of some of the books that I read that I just want to yap about because I have to yap about it to somebody, okay? Starting off, The Last Letter. Oh my gosh, I'm going to start crying right now. This was me trying to finish the book because Miss Rebecca Yarros decided to just throw caution to the wind and mess up the whole entire book in the last like 4 chapters, maybe 3 chapters. I would just say the last 5 chapters to be safe. Okay, if you know, you know. I was literally like hyperventilating. I'm texting my friends. One of my friends have already read it, and so she knew what I was talking about. She was like, "Girl, yeah, I tried to tell you," which she did. She did try to tell me. Nothing could have prepared me for the ending of this book. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. And so this was a 4-star read for me. It would have been 5 stars. But the ending was literally so cruel and disrespectful to the readers, honestly, that I knocked off a star for it. I had to. Like, no. Because a 5-star read would not do something like that, in my opinion. Like, no, I'm still pissed off, and it's been like a week or two, almost going into 2 weeks that I finished it. I'm still pissed off. I'm still incredibly sad, and I have been through a lot of different emotions and hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. No book has ever made me feel so many emotions and so like just like this before. I can't even think of the words to describe it. I really can't. Just know that it was a lot. Okay, read with caution. Read with caution. That's all I got for you. Okay. Next is Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. So this was my very first Alice Feeney book. I don't think it's going to be my last. I think I'm interested to read more by her. But I actually read this in my book bestie Brie. She has a book club on Fable. And this is actually the second book I think I've read with her book club, and it was so much fun. Like, this book had the whole book club like twisted AF. Like, we were commenting on the chapters and going back and forth and discussing it. Like, it was so crazy to see like in real time other people having the same feelings about the book as you, because everybody was literally like, what is going on? Mind blown. This was a 4-star read just because it was a little confusing, I want to say. There were some plot holes that I don't think were filled by the end of the book. And so it was overall really good. But yeah, it just wasn't a 5-star for me. But it was still so good. Let's talk The Inmate by Frida McFadden. I love Frida. I do. But this just didn't hit for me. This was just a little like, okay. There was one point in the book where the character did something. The character is a mother, and she did something that I don't necessarily see a mother doing, and that just took the cake for me. After she did that, I said, this has just gotten way too unrealistic. Okay, I was like, let me just finish the book. And the ending was just like, I kind of guessed it almost. Yeah, just not my favorite by her. But I'm intrigued to hear what other people have to say, because some people I know really liked this book, and I'm like, really? That's interesting. Okay. But that's what I love about reading, is that reading is subjective. Like, some of my 5-star reads, people could have rated 1 stars. Some of my 1-star reads, I like on Goodreads, somebody has rated If We Were Villains 5 stars. Love that for them. And I think that that's how it should be, like, read what you're interested in and review it accordingly. And everybody do that. That's awesome. So let's talk about Real by Miss Kennedy Ryan. This was a miss for me, unfortunately. And this is coming from a girly who loves her some Kennedy Ryan. Before this, I had never rated a Kennedy Ryan book lower than 4 stars. Like, honestly, I would say before this book, she was probably like an instant 4 star for me. I just knew that I was going to love it. But I did not love this. And I don't know if it was the characters, the plot, the writing. I don't know. I don't know what it was. A lot of people say to listen to the audiobook instead of reading it physically, because the narrators are just really good in the audiobook. So maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm still a Kennedy Ryan stan. I can't wait for Can't Get Enough, the third installment in the Skyline series, to come out in May, I think. So yeah, I will still read Miss Kennedy Ryan and I love her down, but this was a miss for me. And actually, I think it's a miss for quite a few people. I don't know what it is. But yeah. Okay, guys, so that is all I have for my Q1 wrap up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in my next video. I'm so excited for all of the books that I'm going to read in these next couple of months. I am a mood reader, so I can't even give you like a little TBR or anything like that. I do have 25 books I want to read in 2025, but that's kind of like vast. I have a year or like 9 months to read them. But like doing a monthly TBR, a weekly TBR, that's not how I roll. So yeah, that's it. So again, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.